Today on our 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, we're going to take a look at and show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class III Trailer Hitch Receiver. Here's what your hitch is going to look like installed. We've got our 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Then you can see our rounded cross tubes going to go over to each side of the frame where it makes its connection. Now this is a Class III hitch, so it's going to be extremely versatile. There are all types of hitch accessories available, and typically those will come in some variety of Class III. When securing your items, you'll want to use the 5/8 diameter pinhole. You'll see there's a pretty good amount of room around there, so whether you're just using the regular pin and clip, maybe you're using a locking hitch pin or an anti-rattle device, you really shouldn't have any issues getting that installed. Our safety chain connection points are here. They're a plate style, good size hole there, so I think any standard size chain or any trailer you'll be pulling with the Outlander, the hook should fit there without any issues. The large clevis hooks, you might have a little bit bigger issue getting those in place. Now as far as weight ratings go, the hitch is going to give us a 350-pound tongue weight rating. That's the maximum downward force we'll want to put on that receiver tube opening. And we have a 3,500-pound gross trailer weight rating. It's going to be the total weight of our trailer and anything we load up on it. Definitely consult the owner's manual though, see what the tow rating is on the Outlander and don't exceed that. Now when using your hitch recreationally, so for a non-trailer type load, whether that's a bike rack, cargo carrier, CURT does recommend the use of a stabilization strap, so just something to keep in mind. Now a few measurements that'll be helpful when selecting your ball mount bike rack or hitch cargo carrier will be from the ground to the inside top edge of our receiver tube opening. We've got about 13 3/4 of an inch. Then from the center of our hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of our bumper, it's about 2. Now to begin our installation, we need to get the tow hook removed from the passenger side here. We've got 2 upper bolts and 1 bolt located underneath here. The one's going to be located up inside here, and then the other 2 are going to be longer bolts that pass through the frame. You can see the end of them here. We're going to use a 14mm socket and get those removed. We can just lower our tow hook down and out of the way. Now on both sides of the vehicle, we're going to have our carriage bolt holder or our spacer block and our 2 carriage bolts. We're going to place this through the 2 tubes that go from the outside of the frame to the inside. This will be the same holes that the bolts for the tow hook came out of. Get them tucked back in. That way we can slide our hitch in and then pass those through. And then the hex bolt with the conical tooth washer we're going to place in this hole. It'll be a good idea to clean this out with a little bit of lubricant. I'm just going to use a tube brush to clean this out. If you don't have one, part number is 814092. Now with the help of an extra set of hands, we're going to get our hitch lifted into position. As you do, kind of guide the driver's side in first since you don't have quite as much room, and then the passenger side should slide up and in. And then I like to just push my carriage bolts through the side plate in the hitch, just like that, and we'll allow it to rest there while we get our hardware in place. You see our weld nut we cleaned. We just want to thread our bolt up in. You'll have the conical tooth washer on there. You want to make sure those teeth are facing up towards the hitch. We'll do the same thing over on the driver's side. You're just not going to have as much room. Now on each of our carriage bolts, we want to place on our flange nuts. And we can get everything snugged and torqued down. We'll do our carriage bolts first, then our hex bolts. Now for the carriage bolts, you'll want to use a 19mm. For the hex bolt, it'll be a 17. Now we'll take care of our hex bolts. And that'll complete our installation of the CURT Custom Fit Class III Trailer Hitch Receiver on our 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport.